coming into your YouTube airwaves, I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn the Statman. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Statman, and guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 10-game slate on tap, guys, and we're going to start this Monday off right. So I'm going to give you 5 players that can help you to cash in your NBA contest tonight. So all that and more, so stay tuned. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get into it. So before I begin this video, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel and also leave a comment, guys. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's break down this 10-game slate. Now, guys, on these 10-game slates, these are massive slates. I do not recommend playing unlimited entry GPPs because you have probably a 15 to 20% chance of cashing today because there's so many games, and there's going to be 3 games that are just going to blow the slate up. There's going to be a game where you can stack 7. There's every slate. There's always one game, sometimes 3 games that you can stack 7 players, and all 7 players are going to get 30 points. There are games there's going to be no defense, like when you saw Utah the other night when they played, and everybody in that game, Utah played Charlotte. It was just a DFS dream. So in this game, in this matchup, when you have these big slates, you want to try to find the games that you like the best, pick your players and live with the results, but play smaller contests. Like this contest, this is a $2,500 prize pool where I'm going up against less than 1,000 people. That's what you want on these slates. You don't want to play, if you play against 20,000 people, guys, you'd be lucky if you finish at 10,000 because you're going up against, guys, there's a lot of DFS people that got all these algorithms and fancy things, and unlimited entry GPPs, they're not beating you with skill. They're beating you with a bankroll. If you put one lineup against a guy that got 150, that means that they got a lineup for every game, and they're going to have, like, you might have a player, one of your $5,000 players might get 20 points, and their $5,000 player in their 120th lineup will get 30 points. So just be wise today, guys. Play head-to-heads and double ups today, and then wait till you see a six player game where it's 6 contests or less, and those are the games you take the gamble on. All right, let's break it down real quick, guys. All right, so the first game we got on the slate is the Clippers at Cleveland. The Clippers just beat the brakes off of Boston. The Clippers look like the best team in the West right now, and I like them against Cleveland. It should be a physical game and should stay close because Cleveland plays good at home, but the Clippers is just ramroding people, so you can go with a Clipper stack, and I believe you would do well. They might blow Cleveland out because Cleveland's still missing 2 of their best players. You got New York at Charlotte. New York will be missing Randall. Charlotte is the worst defense in the league, guys. I think that you can stack 3 of New York starters, and I think that if you stack 3 or 4 of New York starters, all of them will get 40 points, so that would be a great stack. Utah at Brooklyn is a game that if you wanted to take a chance on stacking one game, there's going to be no defense played in this game. This game could be 145 to 135. I'm going to play a lot of people in this game. You got New Orleans at Boston. I'm going to stay away from this game because New Orleans and Boston, their players are just too expensive for my taste. So I will stay away from that. But Boston is clearly more superior than New Orleans. And if I did play anybody, I would play the point guard from Boston, not Holiday. I would play White. And if Porzingis or Horford is out, I will play the center. Next, you got Phoenix at Miami. Phoenix is on the second night of a back-to-back. Miami plays a slow pace. So if I played anybody, it would be Devin Booker. But I don't know if I would play anybody. I mean, they did play in Orlando. Orlando to Miami is very close. So I don't know if Booker will be tired. So next, you have Minnesota at OKC. I do like this game. This is going to be a great game. This is another game where they're evenly matched. Minnesota's the best team in the NBA, just off you judging off the record. I do like Towns. I do like Gobert. I do like Anthony Edwards. I mean, this is a pretty good game. You know, I love a couple guys from OKC. Always can go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers at Houston. This will be a great game. LeBron James and Anthony Davis have been game time decisions as long as I can remember. But LeBron James put up 75 points in his last game. I do like him in this matchup, but don't expect 75. Anthony Davis has been in a little bit of a slump. He hasn't put up 60 in a while, but they're not gonna lower his salary because they don't want to drop him to like 10-5, and that'd be the game he gets 65. And Fanduel is just keeping players priced extremely high when they don't deserve to be as high as they are. So I'm real leery of picking guys that is over that 11,000 mark unless their name is Luka Doncic or maybe a Embiid. So next, let's go Sacramento at Memphis. This is going to be another game where I like Sacramento because they have a lot of guys that are inexpensive that you can get that can all get 35, 40 points. Memphis, almost all their starters is $5,000. So that's another one. They play good at home and they're scrappy. You can go with them too. And then you got Washington at San Antonio. This is the game where I think San Antonio has now found how to win. They got their point guard in the right position. Remember, they was using So Chan at first. Now they got the right person at the point guard position. They got Trey Jones, and since they moved him to point guard, they've been playing well. This is another game. Like if you stack players from Washington, San Antonio, and Utah and Brooklyn, I believe you'll get a 340 today. Just those two games alone, I think you can get a 340. And last, you have the Orlando Magic at Dallas. Orlando Magic, they play a real slow-paced game, so not really sure if I really want to play a lot of Orlando's players. I do like Ponchero. You know, he plays well, but if I'm going to play somebody, you know, you can always go Luka. I mean, Luka just came off of 71, 94, so if I'm playing anybody that's expensive, I will go with Luka. But that's it, guys. So now, let's go ahead and break this slate down, guys, and I'll let you know the players that I want to play. So first, Kyrie Irving is out. Donovan Mitchell is probable, so he's going to play. But the Clippers are going to contain Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell doesn't play any defense. I'm going to give you James Harden. And he coming off a 28-point game. He wasn't needed against Boston because they beat Boston so bad. But I'm going to give you James Harden, guys. At the shooting guard position, guys, I'm going to go all the way down to Sacramento. And I'm going to give you Herter. I don't know what Herter has done, guys, but he's one of the hottest three-point shooters in the NBA. And at 6,000, I believe that he can easily get us 30 to 35 fantasy points. At the small forward position, guys, I'm going down to the Brooklyn game, and I'm giving you Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is starting to come into his own. I think this is a game that Mikal Bridges can get 50 fantasy points. I'm expecting him to get 50 against Utah. I love this matchup, guys. I think he's going to absolutely ball out. Now, you got Julius Randle is going to be out. So that means Achua is going to play more minutes. And if it's not going to be Achua, then they're going to play. But I got to give you DiVincenzo, guys. I think with Randle out, DiVincenzo gets way more shot attempts. So far you got DiVincenzo, Bridges, Herter, and Harden. Now, last but not least, the boomstick play of the night is none other than, I'm giving you Lauri Markkanen. I think Lauri Markkanen puts up another 50-point game. He is just coming off of 2 50-point games. But against Brooklyn, who's going to stop him? Finney Smith? I don't think Finney Smith can contain him. I think Markkanen, I think his floor today is probably 40 fantasy points, but his ceiling is he could get 60 in this matchup because Brooklyn's going to keep it close. So that's it, guys. You got Markkanen, DiVincenzo, Bridges, Herter, and Harden. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. I am on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on your DFS contest. Love you guys. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and also leave a comment. Thank you, guys. Again, love you guys.